My dear child, the best way to play the game of life is to go with the flow. Even though your life is in your hands, you have to realize that the way it unfolds is unpredictable. So, unexpected things just keep happening, and you can't control the cards that you are dealt. So you have no choice but to surrender to the unknown. So instead of wondering how everything will play out, enjoy the process without worrying about the results. So don't try to force things to go your own way, that life can't surprise you. So be spontaneous, detach yourself from the outcome. Life's rewards go to those who master the art of letting go. Every single event taking place in your life right now is designed to help you elevate into your higher self. And the moment you pray for something, God begins to orchestrate opportunities, people, events, and support needed to further your evolution. So, my child, know that. Accept the fact that you will never figure it all out. You can never solve all the puzzles of life by obsessing, overthinking, and over-analyzing. Don't stress yourself out trying to make sense of things. Logic would not get you anywhere because life itself is a mystery. So it is not a straight line journey, it is a zigzag adventure, and you are not the only one who feels confused. Everyone is getting lost somewhere between the realms of reality and illusion, and everyone is wondering. Everyone is exploring, and you can't see the entire path, but you can walk with an open heart. So it is through the experience of taking risks, of making mistakes, that you can arrive at your destination. Rely on your own instincts, and you will end up somewhere belongs to you. Be so confident in your unfolding that you are unaffected when things don't go your way. So trust that your path is founded on divinity, and doubt does not exist in the universe plans. So your energy is naturally turned for expansion and success, and the pivots and turns that come along the way are opportunities for your self-expression. So have a fun with it. No matter which direction you take, your divine guidance remains with you. So my child, know that. Let yourself feel that sadness you have been carrying along throughout this journey. So let yourself grieve. Then when you are ready, slowly and gently start making tiny spaces for hope and joy to come in. Do not be afraid of welcoming something beautiful into your life again. And the struggles are a part of your journey, but they are not all of it, and there is so much more to you than what you have been through. So notice what you still have. Look ahead from here onwards. Take each new step with hope and keep going. Not all parts of your life are bad. Not everything that has happened was meant to hurt you hard. Cling on to the things that keep you going even when it was difficult, and see that when nothing was going your way. And the hope in your heart did not give up, even if you are still struggling. Be grateful for how far along this journey you have come. So remember that just because today you do not feel okay, it does not mean tomorrow cannot be good again. So, child, know that. Find your joy in silence and stillness. Be at peace with where you are today and be open to receiving a miracle tomorrow. And the only thing your soul needs right now is for you to let go. Let go of any part of you that does not align with the person you are in this moment. Let go of your doubts and fear. Let go of what you can't control and be proud of what you have already accomplished. And it is the small, selfless acts of love that will ultimately recharge your heart and mind. And the future you deepen your faith, the further your spirit will take you. So you would not have to look for any signs when your soul is ready to step into a new chapter. They will appear on your path at the perfect moment, and you would not have to question whether or not you are going in the right direction. Your intuition will have already confirmed that for you, and a new era of your life has now been unlocked. So your spirit finally learned how to be in control, and that was the key you needed all along, and you have shifted in ways only you and the universe could ever understand. So the amount of faith you possess now is overwhelming, greater than any fear, and that may have once restrained you. And all the magic you have yet to discover is gonna surprise you unexpectedly. So, this chapter is not anything like the others, it is significantly greater. Breathe in all in, and you are no longer approaching the realm of breakthroughs, and you are standing directly in it. So, what is your soul calling you to do? Your journey is matching the same energy you are putting into it. Are you ready and willing to answer the call of your highest self? Elevate your spirit and watch what happens, because the way you are about to level up, if only you know. The best is absolutely yet to come. Everything else was just practice. So my child, know that I never removed the Red Sea for Israeli, but I made a way for them through the Red Sea. And I never prevented the brook from being dried up and in the place where Elijah was hiding, but I provided what he needed. And I never took the situation from Daniel's life to be in the lion's den, but in the lion's den I sent my angel to protect him. I never took the situation from Samson's life away, but when he prayed and I heard him and gave him strength. In present, you may be going through some situation you may not even know why that is happening. Even at that time, you still know that I am with you. Move on by trusting me, and if I made a way through the Red Sea for Israelis, and if I provided Elijah what he needed, if I have sent my angel to protect Daniel from the lion's den, and if I have heard Samson's prayer and give him strength where there seems no way, and I will be with you by opening new doors which can't be shut by anyone. And I will be with you by providing what you need in its time, and I will send my angel to protect you. I will hear your prayers and will give answer even in the midst of the situations that you are going through. Let me tell you, I am with you, I am faithful, I am your one and only God. Trust me, everything is for your good. There will come rains of trials or doubts which will lead you to worry about the things you are earnestly praying for. That time, don't run from what you are praying for, but at that time remember who you have made your foundation of your faith, and then tell about it to the rain. So my child, know that life is not about protection, it's about persistence when pursuing your path to what you desire. And there will be go days, do days, stop days, wait days, rest days, and reset days. Whatever day is today, keep doing the best you can, and that is the only thing that matters, and your journey will continuously change. Don't be desperate, don't be in a rush. Instead, let go and be calm, aligned. When we are in a rush, we get caught up in the ego, and the ego is always fearful, and the desperation in the reaction of the ego to all the fear, and it wants to be in control, so bad all the time. But nothing fulfilled comes out of it. Things that you attract by simply letting go are way more aligned with you. So there are 2 days to go about life. Either you can be desperate and try your best, or you can be centered and do your best. So, chances are that when you are calm and centered because of letting go, you will flow with life, and the snowball effect will take you place the ego can't even think of. Let go, be calm, be centered, and just be. So, my child, know that you have so much to look forward to, and if you could see a glimpse as to what is in store for you, your entire being would be filled with peace. And it will all work out, and as long as you continue to take steps forward in the direction of your goals, everything you need in order to manifest these goals will flow. And surrender to the uncertain path ahead, knowing that it will lead to miracles beyond your current senses of awareness, and God is aligning blessings. So, the challenges that you are experiencing right now are temporary. So, don't attach your sense of security or peace with them. You are always safe and guided by higher power. So, stay hopeful and optimistic because you are closer than you think to positive shifts and change that you have been envisioning. So, a wise said once that good things take time. You are on the right path and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust your inner voice in moving forward. My child, know that. Do not get stuck in the same loop with people who have proven that they are not the right choice for you. Do not forgive mistakes that you have already forgiven in the past, mistakes you have watched them repeat once again. Without stopping to think of how much pain they put you through every single time. So do not them in your life if you know well enough that and they will do is turn everything upside down. So do not tolerate the way they have gotten used to treating you and it now, and end this toxic cycle of accepting them back into your life and only to realize each time why you walked away from them in the first place. So my child, know that. Don't be afraid to change, to start over it. It's never too late. You have the power to get rid of what does not fit you anymore and to tear it down and to build it back up again. And you are in charge. You can change your story at any time, and it's your story after all. You decide you don't want to wake up when you are 80 and have regrets. So, hell, you don't want to wake up tomorrow and have regrets. So, fear is unavoidable, but work through it. Embrace the unknown. Don't let fear smother your flame. Most people don't know what they are doing, and that is okay. Just don't stop growing. Let the true you and the flaw and the messy, the excitable and the uncomfortable, the inner and outer you spread like wildfire and don't get caught up in the superficial, and it is not worth 1 second of your time. So don't sweet the small stuff, and most of it is small stuff. Don't dwell, it will weigh you down and stand in the way of you experiencing the life you deserve. So it will stand in your way of making memories that will warm and fill you up from the inside. So don't take anything or anyone for granted, and make sure the ones you hold dear know how much they mean to you. Be kind, give where and when you can, smile or don't. Really, just do you. Speak your mind, and you are allowed to say no. Don't spend time on things that are not adding value to your life. Don't settle, you are not mediocre, so don't live like you are. Take time to play, be thankful, pray often, listen, make out more, love, make love more. So be kind to yourself, take self interest, do something for you every day. It's not selfish, it is vital, and it is your life. So, my child, know that. How do you know if the relationship is from God or the enemy? You will know it from the enemy if it is killing you and stealing from you and destroying all that you worked for. It is from God, and if it compliments you, something from God has anointing, and every time you get together, things break off and there will be peace and not confusion, and the relationship will line up with your calling, and it would not pull you away or make you compromise what God has already placed on the inside of you. So, my child, know that. If you want to change your life, you need to overcome your fear of losing people. You need to stop making decisions based on what you are supposed to do and what will ruffle the least amount of feathers. What will make others celebrate you and show you in approval, and stop hiding your real thoughts to make yourself more palatable to others. To increase their comfort while disregarding your own, and the right people would not abandon you after witnessing your truth. So they will appreciate your transparency and vulnerability and will love you even harder. Yes, you will lose certain people when you stop letting them walk over you, but they will be the wrong people and the people who did not deserve you anyway. So, my child, know that. Your ego complicates things, makes situations worse than they are, and thinks you know better. You are right and they are wrong, and you need to do something about it. You make stuff your business that you have no control over stressful, and God is the antidote for your ego. Surrender and go with God. Instead of listening to your ego, trust God has it under control. And there is a reason, a purpose. Stay in your own lane and keep your thoughts simple. Less ego, more God makes for a more peaceful, easy life. So, my child, know that you are human, you are messy and imperfect, and you make mistakes. You walk around with question marks in your eyes on days like today, looking for answers in someone else. But the answers are already inside of you. Yes, you are messy, but there is a method to your madness, and that is a love so large, and it was never meant to be drawn within the lines. Yes, you are imperfect, but your quirks and cracks are the things that make you so astoundingly, breathtakingly you. Yes, you make mistakes, but there is something spectacular in the way, and you don't let it take you down. You get back up every time you fall, and you come back wiser for it. And if being a strong yet soft human with a hopeful heart is not something worth being unapologetic about, then I don't know what is. My child, know that your dreams and your self worth are essential components of your identity and should not be swayed by the opinions of others. Your life is your own, and you are the one who gets to decide what path you take and what goals your purpose. It is important to trust your instincts, beliefs in yourself, and have the courage to follow your dreams, even if others may not understand or approve. So remember that you are unique, special, and capable of achieving greatness. Don't let the fear of judgment or rejection hold you back from living the life you want. Believe in yourself and your abilities and let your light shine bright for the world to see. This exact moment is all that we have ever, and your life is happening right now. Your life does not begin when you achieve something or you became something. It is happening this very second, and the happiness, self acceptance, worth, peace, and purpose that you are seeking can only be found now and where you are, and it is within you. And your present is not a reflection of your past life. Things can only improve once you have made peace with the present or found peace in it. Resisting the present would not improve things. Only acceptance of the present helps to make a way for a better future. So, my child, know that it is okay not to be okay sometimes. It is okay to cry on your sad days, and it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to make mistakes, and it is okay to hit in small steps, and it is okay to want to disappear from time to time. It is okay to like someone and the other day to fall into reality, and that maybe it is better to be alone, and it is okay, my child, and solitude is the best medicine. It is okay to cry listening to a song, write a song with a dedication to someone. And we are all little birds trying to get the flight right, and it is okay. And if you made mistakes, you will always make mistakes, and it is okay. I want you to know that it is okay to bat with your eyes closed, and it is okay not to bet on anything either. And it is okay to like the quiet, and it is okay to not want to go out on a Friday night. And it is okay to let yourself thunder inside and not hold back the rain. And it is okay to take time for yourself, and it is okay if you need to love yourself more. I want you to be able to find yourself and consequently find someone who loves you as much as your fans love you. Being tired is okay. I want you to look in the mirror and understand each of your imperfections as one of the 7 wonders of the world. Because that is what you need understanding, and that no matter how much you make mistakes and are tired of trying to get it right, and you are still perfect within your imperfections before someone's eyes. So, my child, know that at the heart of the very best relationships, there is freedom. Freedom to release the stories about who you think and you should be and sink deeper into who you truly are. And there is freedom to explore your interests, your passions, the things that make you feel excited to be alive. And there is freedom to fail. Freedom to succeed, freedom to make mistakes without fearing judgment or ridicule, freedom to speak your truth. Freedom to grow, to change, to bloom. There is freedom to allow your whole self to be seen. No more hiding your perceived imperfections or the parts of yourself that you once labeled as wrong, and no more suppressing the core of who you are. And the best relationships would not tie you down to who you were yesterday. They would not ask you to be an idealized, perfect version of you, and all they will ask in that you come as you are, and you deserve to experience the kind of relationship that make you feel limitless, the kind of relationships that make you feel your most free. So, my child, know that the hard truth is that we are often softened and deepened by the moments life does not truth out the way we anticipated, the way we hoped, the way we planned. The truth is that we learn more from what we do not receive than what we do, and the truth is that the contrast makes us more whole than we were before. The heaviness synthesizes us in such a way that we come to comprehend the light. The valleys in our lives can either be a waiting room and a suffering or a preparation period. We get to choose what we do with defeat, and we get to decide whether or not what hurts will simply burden and then jets us, or if it will catalyze us, if we will alchemize a sometimes brutal reality into an appreciation of our temporary, stringing, gorgeous, fleeting, surreal, perfect, chaotic, ecstatic time alive, and what else us give us a chance to better understand and empathize with what it really means to be human. And though none of us will ever meet a day in which the pain is dissolved forever and we can arrive at one where is the easy arise more often, where we channel what hurts into what heals, and where we became more of who we intend to be and not less, where we are not disordered by what has not gone our way, but inspired by the spirit, inspired us, still fighting, still nudging, still pushing us to realize there is so much more than this, and there is so much more to see. My child, know that. Stop waiting for what is next. Spend less time thinking and planning and more time doing and feeling. Stop doubting yourself. Stop second guessing. Just act. Don't overthink everything. Take risk. Don't compare yourself to others. Their life is not your life and you don't want it to be. Be true to yourself and your own experience. Be aware of who and what influences you. Don't conform to ideals that are not important to you. Focus, accept that you cannot do everything. Sacrifice what you can let go of so you can achieve what you truly want. Don't be afraid to change, to start over. It's never too late. You have the power to get rid of what does not fit you anymore, to tear it down and to build it back up again. You are in charge. You can change your story at any time. It's your story after all. You decide. You don't want to wake up when you 80 and have regrets. Hell, you don't want to wake up tomorrow and have regrets. Fear is unavoidable, but work through it. Embrace the unknown. Don't let fear smother your flame. Most people don't know what they are doing, and that is okay. Just don't stop growing. Let the true you, the flow, the messy, the existable, the uncomfortable, the inner and outer you spread like wildfire. My child, know that. There is one common thing that most of us to do that stop us from growing and changing. That very thing, the desire, is controlled, so very human of us, and you are a powerful creator collaborating with the universe and life force itself, and you will find your life filled with more easy when you realize the only thing you can control is you, your inner reality. Choosing what thoughts you will follow and go into the rabbit Always choose your perspective on the world and what you will do with the feelings. Choose your impact on the world through the way you move and what you do. No matter how hard you try, you cannot control life. It is the beauty of life. It will unfold as it should. Trust and surrender, beautiful soul. Let go of the heavy need to control. And it all because you can't. And why would you want to? It would be a heavy task. And where is the fun in that? My child, know that. I'm so proud of you and I hope that you are too, because all of this, the way in which you hold yourself, the faith and courage that sometimes you think fall short but fits just right. And the morals that you carry forward with you and is all beautiful to me. And I'm so proud of how far you have come. And if no one has told you in a while, you are doing just fine. And you will be okay, and every single thing in your life will work out for the best. But keep doing this the way you take each day as it comes, the smile that you plant on your face, even during difficult times. And the fact that you are living, breathing, and moving is beautiful to me. Just know that if the world come crashing down, you would find me right by your side, urging you on, putting all my faith in your ability to pull yourself up. And if you somehow found that you no longer have the strength to keep going, then I will give you my strength instead. I will give you my light and my courage and all my hope and dreams if I can. Just to watch you cross the finish line, just to watch you climb every mountain and jump over every hurdle towards happiness. Because you deserve everything, and I am so proud of you, and I hope that you are too. My child, know that. Maybe you choose not to feel as hard as you should, and the kind that you think would be hard for people to understand, the kind you think you would be judged for. And maybe you just don't know when to say it, why you need to say it, or how to say it, but you see, here is the hard part. We think we are either too much or too less. We don't stop to think that the what if it and the maybe could be hurting us more. We might even believe that some way and somehow people will reject it and that people will refuse to hear it. And this is what I need you to understand. Your life does not have to be the silent one, and it is okay to break, to know what it is like to be heard and to be seen, to know what it feels like to be in the comfort of your own embraces. To be along the company of your own needs, the real messy deep needs, not because you are separate, not because you are needed. But because your life can be one that liberates and the kind that frees you from who you thought you were and from who you thought you were, from the kind of person you have to be for others. Please don't say it is not going to be enough, because it will be enough. It will be as enough as our human kind of feeling and thought and soul. It will be as human as the days and the nights you tell yourself, and what your ears need to hear, what your heart needs to feel, and what your soul is willing to bear, and it will be human. And it will be human. It will be as human as the days and the nights you tell yourself, what your ears need to hear, and what your heart needs to feel, and what your soul is willing to bear, and it will be human, and it will be human. So, my child, know that Jesus wants to hear from you. He cares about what is going on in your life. He wants to listen to your share, your feeling, thoughts, needs, and desires. There is nothing too big or too small to talk about. Jesus takes interest in every aspect of your life. He wants to be in relationship with you, and he wants to hear about what is going on in your life and how it is affecting you. Take some time today to reflect on the promotes in the image above, and as you do, ask Jesus to reveal where he has been with you this week. So it might help you to journal your responses and prayers as you do this, or it might help you to talk to a soul friend or spiritual director who can listen and minister God's love, empathy, and grace to you. And as you process and share with Jesus, remember that his heart is open to you. He will never leave you, never shame you, never reject you, and his eyes shine with delight in you. He smiles in your presence. He enjoys knowing you and being your friend, and he loves you more than you will ever comprehend. So, my child, know that. On some days, you will feel it all just weighting you down. The stranger loneliness of a Sunday, and the exhaustion of the week, the things you have been overlooking, and the things you wish you had but you don't, the feelings you choose to ignore, and the feeling of moving every day, but eventually getting now here on these days. And it is important to remind yourself that you can choose to be down and feel burdened by the weight of the world, or feel the muscle it takes to hold it all together and within you. Turn your loneliness into solitude and let your exhaustions remind you that you keep pushing because you felt it would be worth it, and the things you don't have remind you of what you are fighting for. The feeling you are ignoring today are the feelings you value enough to acknowledge, and if you are moving and feeling like you are getting now here, maybe the destination you have chosen is mighty enough. So, my child, know that. My favorite thing in the entire world is seeing a relationship finally work out, and seeing people who run in circles, who ended things just to start again, and whose story just was not done yet. Finally make it. It makes me think and believe that if two people are meant to be together, they will be, and it makes me believe that if you love someone, that love will endure, never to fade until the outcome is in your favor. And it makes me believe that people can make it despite the odds against them. And it makes me believe in something so much greater than myself. And to see people finally stop fighting and start fighting for each other and love towards the life and the relationship you deserve in everything. My child, know that Jesus really wants an intimate, ongoing, conversational relationship with us, and He loves us and wants to be close to us. He does not want us hiding or repressing our emotions from Him. He does not want us thinking that we can't be emotionally honest with Him. We might try to push down or avoid our negative feelings that are distressing, which is natural, but we need to consciously work against that because if we repress the painful, unwanted emotions, then it stunts our whole emotional personality. Our soul gets dulled, our heart gets removed, and that is why it is important for us to find words for what we are experiencing in life. The stresses, challenges, conflicts, and emotions that we are facing, this can be part of our prayers life, and it can be part of our scripture meditation, and it can even be part of our friendships and small groups. And I hope you are learning to give yourself the credit you deserve. I hope you are beginning to recognize just how strong you are for pulling yourself through each and every difficult time in your life. And I hope you allow this realization to walk with you and alongside any obstacles or roadblocks you might encounter along your journey. I hope you know just how much you are capable of, and that no matter how challenging a situation may seem, you have the courage to keep moving, to keep growing, and to keep healing. I hope you can look in the mirror and say, I am proud of you, and really mean it. And above all, I hope you realize just how incredible you are and just how much you deserve your own love. My child, know that. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is being divinely orchestrated, and this time, and you are being called to answer the call of your soul. And it might be scary and it might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's earnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one time thing, rather, a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for, whatever you are called to do, and that is your calling. Don't overthink it, don't wait for permission, just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step by step plan before they take the first step, but intuition does not work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul, and that is why most people don't do it, but you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination, there is no right or wrong way to it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Seeing the truth in people and relationship has been successful with these lessons concluding their energy attachments will begin untethering. So you can recover your power and confidence, utilize the knowledge gained with your drive recovering, and direct your focus forward. Revelations will continue unfolding daily, helping you eliminate what needs to go, and this will support you in rising your vibration above tribulations into 5D relationships. Here you will attract like minded people and relationships of the exact same vibration. My child, know that one thing seems to be difficult, a change of attitude will bring new look at your situation, and your attitude precedes your demonstration. Look through the unpleasant condition, and it can reflect a negative attitude, but it does not represent what you really are. So don't get so involved in conditions that you forget who you really are, and you may drive through a dense fog, but you are not the fog. The same is true of every experience. You are spiritual mind in action. You are its perfect embodiment, but you have to know this. And how can you rise above the condition and be conscious of who you really are? Through thought, pretend you are doing the best thing for your although, and you do not believe it. So affirm the allness of God even in the face of doubt. Act mentally the way you want to be even though you feel the opposite. Every time you affirm truth of being, something happens in your unseen world of mind, and water can be cleansed by drop after drop of pure water being applied to it. Thought purifies in the same way. Suddenly, you can be surprised to find that you actually believe wholeheartedly what you have been affirming. This is the creative principle at work. Present the truth as an affirmation. Repeat the process. Begin to act out our desired belief. Before you know it, and almost unawareness, you find yourself expressing your desire, and you no longer have to pretend you are the thing itself. You have made your demonstration. So, my child, know that. I think it is beautiful how kind you are, how you care too much, how you give too much, how you express words of honesty in the softest, most genuine way, and a way that inspire others to do the same. How you smile at passing strangers, and hold the doors wide open, and how you respect boundaries and respond gracefully. How you love with no conditions, with so much conviction, with so much commitment, and how you make eye contact and listen attentively. How you have the emotional capacity to understand different perspective, to understand everyone is healing, to understand projections are never personal. And I think it's beautiful how kind you are and how you intentionally choose to be kind to define who you are. So my child, know that fall in love with someone who does not see your struggles as an annoyance, someone who helps you resolve your most difficult problems. Like their own, rather than making you feel like you brought problems onto yourself. Fall in love with someone who does not brag about all the good and they have done for you, and someone who continues to do good without making you feel like you own them. And fall in love with someone who does not make you feel lost. So, someone who you know you can find even when you feel like you have fallen deep beneath the ground. Fall in love with someone who does not criticize you for how you love them. So, someone who believes your genuine hurt and that you give every bite of your soul to them in your own unique way. And fall in love with someone who does not defame you to others, and someone who protects you, shields you, and who loves the most chaotic parts of who you are. Fall in love with someone who brings out a smile in you, and someone who knows how to bringing out your happiness and when you feel you're lost. So, my child, know that the thing is, you don't know until you know. Sometimes we find things out by going through it, and sometimes we find things out after a period of time passes. Sometimes people show their true colors after they start getting used to you, and sometimes it takes time for you to realize that a person is different from what you think and they actually are, and sometimes it takes a couple miscommunication for you to find out that the person you thought you would mean to be with actually is not meant for you at all. And sometimes the person you love changes their mind about you, and sometimes you are that person. My child, know that. At the end of the day, there is only one person with whom you will spend every second and every minute and every day of your entire life, and that person is you. Do whatever you need to do to ensure that you like this person. Respect your own boundaries. Listen when your intuition is speaking. Trust the voice of your higher self over the false chatter of your mind. Unlearn what you have been conditioned to believe, unfold yourself from shallow boxes, protect your peace at all cost. Walk away from where you are not valued and remind yourself of your own worth. Say no to negativity, say yes to what life lifts you up. Make the choices that align with your integrity. Be honest with yourself even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. Live so firmly rooted in your purpose that your faith in your light, the very heart of your existence, becomes unshakable. And this is not selfish, this is honoring the deepest part of your soul. Discovering the love you have been seeking in other people was there all along. And this is making your corner of the earth a more beautiful place to be while you are here. So, dear God, Heavenly Father, I pray for all my Christian brothers and sisters and for each and every family members in their households. I pray for peace to come in their hearts. I pray for love and joy to abound in their homes. I pray that they might enjoy good health, that they are not in debt, and that all their needs are met. And I pray that every eye that reads the no, there is no problem, circumstances, or situation greater than you, mighty God. Every battle is in your hands for you to fight, Lord. I pray that these words be received into the hearts of every eye that sees them and every mouth that confess them. In Christ's name, Amen. Heavenly Father, I come before you thanking you for waking me up this Monday morning to embrace the possibilities you set before me this week. Thank you for giving me the health and strength and I need to overcome every stronghold in my life, and thank you for loving me unconditionally in the times when I may have failed you. Father, walk beside me as I endure the challenges of today. Give me the strength and I need to challenge the week ahead. May I walk in faith and in your strength. Send your angels to guard over me throughout this week. So, my child, know that. Love and its expiration, love that has a shelf life of a dairy product, love that expires within a year, it could not only last a few seasons, love that celebrated years of togetherness but still could not make it to a few more years. It goes from celebrating love every year to celebrating its that love that has an age, love that died within weeks or months or years, love that knocks on our door with an expiration date, but we don't know exactly when it will expire. Every mortal love. And if the love dies, was it ever love? Love is supposed to make us feel alive, something that makes us breathe. How can that run out or breathe? We all seek different kinds of love: honest love, cold, shaker love, thriving love, and sometimes friendship in love. Maybe we should call immortal love the only love. Somebody who could love us today and tomorrow with reason and without reason. Love that does not die before we die. My child know that another day of positive energies and possibilities, opportunities are coming your way and added success and abundance. It is also a perfect day to start planning further ahead, making any changes that are needed and reflection on what you want. In other words, time to start planting more seeds and allow yourself to patience while they are grow. Of course, you will still need to tend to them, but you will also need to sit back a little and let them develop naturally. Also, be proud at what you have achieved. You deserve to give yourself a big pat on the back, for you have certainly earned it and you have come so far from when you first started. So, dear God, give it I am worthy energy, give it I am powerful energy, give it I have what it takes energy, give it the magic is within me energy, and give it I know I can energy, and give it I was made for this energy, give it belong here energy, give it I am worth it energy, give it I am limitless energy, give it I am destined to soar energy, give it I can and I will energy. Give it I believe in me energy, give it I have got this energy, give it I am strong energy, give it I am capable energy, give it I am just seeing started energy, give it many time is now energy, and give it the universe has my back energy, give it I trust my path energy, give it I am the one energy, give it I am made of stars energy, give it my light shines brightly energy, give it nothing is impossible energy, give it I am more than enough energy, and if there is a fire in your heart and a dream you just can't shake, give it the energy of wholeheartedly knowing this dream is meant for me. So, dear God, I never understood the feeling that took birth inside me every time and I lost someone in life. It was an act, I know that, and it is as emptiness, and I know that too. But only emptiness could not feel that heavy, could it? And it had to be more, and it had to have a name. A few years later, when I meet someone who seemed to care about me, and I felt powerful. Powerful because I know that I mattered, and with that power also come weakness. And that is when I finally found a name for what I felt with loss. It was unweakness. Weakness because I had no safety net, no life jacket, and no power. I was just a body without strength. I was meek, powerless, and then as time passed, I keep feeling powerful and I keep falling weak until I realized that my power did not come from feeling loved, it come from loving. So it come from giving, and weakness did not come from abandonment. Either it come from fear and it come from difference. Everything was about me wanting to feel secure, protected, loved, and accepted, and not about securing, protecting, loving, and accepting my own self. It was always about escaping and hindering and passing responsibility. and never about being my own escape, my own safety, and my own responsibility. I learned it the hard way, and it is true. The power does not come from the people around us, and neither does it live with the and it comes from the force within us, and it is always there, stranger when we hardly feel it. Safety nets and life jackets are for those who can't swim, but darling, you and I have survived a whole damn storm, remember? Dear someone, know that. As a kid, I always wished to be on a page in someone else's scrapbook. As a teen, I wished to be someone people would borrow notes from to take back home. In college, I wished to be contact number on someone's phone. As a young man, I wished to be on the list of a few close friends. They invite to celebrate milestones, and when I grow older, I would wish to be the one they choose to take for parent teacher meetups. And while the world conditions us believe that all we seek through life is an escape from loneliness, what I really feel we look for is a little space in others' lives where we feel we belong. And the first cup of coffee in the morning, the warmth of the sun as it soaks into your skin, the kindness of a stranger, the laughter of a friend, and the leaves falling, the birds chirping, the ocean crashing, the long wildflower blooming in a sea of concrete. The billions of stars that paper the night sky, and the bunny shaped clouds swiftly floating by, the moon hanging no matter what phase she's in, the mist that seeps into your soul. The books you can't put down, the days that feel too good to be true, and the nights you pray will last forever. And it is the little things, the sun breaking through the blinds mid Sunday morning. The fragrances that teleport you to distant memories, the wind in your hair, the sand beneath your feet laughing so hard it hurts, the art that makes you feel something in which you can't put into words, the poetry that tugs at your heartstrings, singing of key to the shore, freshly made bread, butterflies in your stomach when you see them smile, and the realizations that everything is possible. That your dreams were planted in your heart for a reason, and that the little things have always been the big things, and materialism will never outweigh the magic we find in moments. My child, know that. David asked the Lord if he should go to Judah, and God told him to go to Hebron, a city in Judah. So David went there, and when he arrived, the men of Judah anointed him as king of Judah. The man of Judah told David that the man of Jabesh Gilead buried Saul. David sent messengers to them and told them, the Lord bless you for showing this kindness to Saul, your master, by birth. burning him. May the Lord now show up kindness and faithfulness, and I too will show you the same favor because you have done this. During this time, Abner, the commander of Saul's army, had made Isbothea, son of Saul, king of Israel. Isboset was 40 years old when he became king, and he resigned. For 2 years they made the pull of Gabin. Abner and Joab agreed that they would have 24 men, 12 men each fight in hand-to-hand combat. The men had a fierce battle, but David and his men defeated Abner and the Israelis. Then Ashrael, brothers of Jacob, closed, chased Abner, warned Ashrael to stop chasing him, but he was stubborn, so Abner killed Ashrael. Joab and his men stopped pursuing the Israelis. Samuel's war between the house of Saul and the house of David continues. The war between the house of Saul and the house of David continues. But as the house of David grows stronger, the house of Saul's grow weaker. 6 sons were born to David while he was in Hebron: Ammon, Caleb, Absalom, Adonijah, Sepetiah, and Ithream. King Saul had a concubine named Rizpah, and Ishbosheth accused Abner of sleeping with her. During this time, sleeping with any of the king's wives or concubines was a claim to the throne and considered treason. Abner was furious that Ishbosheth would accuse him of such a thing after all he had done for Saul and his family, and he said, "May God deal with Abner, be it ever so severely, if I do not to do David what the Lord promised him on oath, and transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul, and establish David's throne over Israel, and Judah from Dua to Beersheba." So my child, know that dreamscape resonates with the unconscious and hidden desires and dreams, and these frequencies bridge pathway from the subconscious into the conscious awareness that assists in bringing life to dreams. Both in the waking and sleeping states, as deeply entrenched patterns are surfaced for examination, understood, released, and transmuted. This flowing ray allows for revelations and new idea to burst forth with a vibrancy and depth. And the imagination is unleashed and creativity flows vividly. Pay attention to your dreams as you are receiving profound guidance from them. Your subconscious is trying to bring something important to your attention. It is also a good time to expand your creativity and allow your imagination to roam free. Go deep within the realms of yourself, and you will be amazed at what is clarity you will discover there. So my child, know that tales from the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Uddhava was a cousin, friend, and a true devotee of Lord Krishna. Krishna played his Leela on Uddhava, who had become arrogant and proud of his knowledge. To show him that divine love is above wisdom, Krishna sent him to Vrindavan to explain to the gopis that he would never return there and that the gopis had to revere him as God when Uddhava went to the gopis and told them not to weep for Krishna but to flow Brahman Gyan. He found them drenched in true devotions for Krishna, who was forever present with them. Uddhava realized that they were amongst deeply devoted souls who did not need any knowledge. They were all enlightened as they felt such a strong connection and their kana. Although they were miles apart, physically Krishna was living in their hearts and minds forever. They felt his presence everywhere. Uddhava understood the power of Bhakti Yoga. And the gopis were on the platform of pure transcendental knowledge. Their minds were always filled with Krishna consciousness. Connect with the divine in you. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and calm your mind. You still get answers to all your troubling questions. So, dear child, know that. And if you have erred and not observed all these commandments which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, even all that the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and hence onward among your generations, then it shall be, if fault be committed by ignorance without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer one yagbalok for a burnt offering. For a sweet Saviour unto the Lord with the mean offering and his drink offering according to the manner, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and the praise shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel. And it shall be forgiven them not, it is ignorance, and they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their ignorance. And it shall be forgive all the congregation of the children of Israel and the stranger that sojourners among them, and seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes comes true, type Amen.